Today I want to show you how to use Microsoft Teams outside of Schoology to set up your video conferencing. I'm going to show both the online version as well as the application. I currently do recommend the application as it has a few more functions and is slightly more secure. To begin with, log into your Portal account at portal.office.com. And what you're looking for is this purple icon that says Teams. If for some reason you don't see it, click on All Apps, and you should be able to find it in this list. Once you open it, you'll be shown this interface here. And what you're concerned with is the icon on the left that says Chat. If you don't have any existing chats, you'll have a shortcut here that says New Chat. Otherwise, you'll have to click this pencil icon at the top. Okay, to begin with, I pull down this arrow on the right-hand side so I can give my group a name. And then you have to paste in your students' email addresses. So this is a little time consuming, but once you have it done one time, you don't have to do it again. So I'm going to start by copying and pasting my student email addresses from my spreadsheet to right here. And as you paste them, their name will show up below and you can click on them and that student has been added. Okay, repeat this process for whoever else you want to include in this chat. Once you're done, at the very bottom, you have a box that says type a new message. You can type anything in here right now, but you need to do this in order for it to save the chat. So type out your message, click send, and then it'll save it over here in your recent chats. So looking at the interface here, you have this chat portion here, which you can use to send out messages to anybody who's a member of this group. So this could be used as a replacement for Remind to send out information to your students. The next step for initiating a video conference would be to click this icon in the upper right for a video call. I'm going to transition to another video now where I did this with my work study students. Okay, so if you didn't see the other video, this is the interface for the cam. It shows your camera here in the middle. It has controls for both the camera and the microphone, settings for devices, and then the join now. So when you join the conference, the first thing it's going to do is put the first person that joined on your screen. And this is only a feature of the web-based version of Teams. We spent some time here trying to figure out why I couldn't see the other users, but eventually we figure out that whoever the first person to join the conference, that's who you're going to see on your screen. Whereas in Zoom, it would switch to whoever was talking. The only way to get it to show the other users is to actually right-click on their name and select Pin Video. They'll stay on the screen until you right-click and go to Unpin Video, and then it'll revert to the original user. Looking at the controls in the middle of the screen, you have the ability to turn your camera and mic on and off, to share your screen, and then the last three icons are View Your Chat, View Your Participants, and finally disconnect the call. For the next part of the video, I'm going to transition to the app version of Microsoft Teams in order to show you some of the minor differences. Okay, so right here, I'm going to rejoin the same conversation using the app version. You'll notice it looks exactly the same, except it has this extra button in the middle to turn on blurring in the background. This is kind of like the backgrounds in Zoom, and this is not available in the web-based version. The other big thing you'll see here is that I can see all my users now. Okay, whereas before I had to pin each user I wanted to pay attention to. All your controls are the same. You still have the ability to turn your mic on and off, to share your screen, to see your participants, and to see the chat. Another feature which we experimented with a little bit is it does have closed captioning. We couldn't get it to work 100%, but periodically it would work on and off. So it may be something that you can look into. Okay, one last thing I want to show is what the student sees on their end. If they're in Microsoft Teams before you start the conference, they'll get the notification in the lower right-hand side that they'll be able to join the conference with. If for any reason they're late, they can always log into Microsoft Teams, click Chats on the left-hand side, select the chat they'd like to join, and then they'll have a Join Conference button in the upper right. If you have any questions, please let me know or comment below.